Hello friends, now continue with the polity questions. As you know, overall paper was relatively easy and polity questions were also relatively easy and factual. Unlike previous 2 or 3 years, UPSC was asking conceptual question in polity, but this year conceptual question were almost none because most of the questions were actually factual question. Now let's discuss this question. Okay, you can see this paper. Okay, you can see this paper. Question first. It is actually how many delimitation commissions have been constituted by the government of India till this date. This was a factual question. So answer is 4. Most of the students must have actually read this answer correct. With 52, 62, 72 and 2002. So these were the 4 years. So this was a factual question. Next question, that was about the 71st Amendment Act and about the 8th schedule, means which language were included. So here generally student, they don't know this factual information, so it was possible to write this answer on the basis of your logic. Okay, so here this Konkani, Manipuri, Nepali, these languages are included, and Maithili, that is not included. So here means logic was your logic was important, your guesswork was important. Now next question, which you can see about which of the following statements are correct about the Constitution of India. So it's a purely facts, means which parts are mentioned, means which information, which subjects are mentioned in which part. Okay, generally actually we used to prepare part 2, part 3 and part 4. Or at the most 9 and 9A related with the rural local self-government and urban local self-government. But this year, actually these parts are asked by the UPSC, like power of the municipalities are given in part 9A. So this is a traditional question. This is obviously from the PYQ. Second, the emergency provisions are given in part 18 of the Constitution. So here definitely there might be a confusion in students. And last one, provision related with the amendment of the Constitution. So it was completely factual. Only first part generally students know, other parts are not known to people. So UPSC always changes its pattern. Means this factual information students are not preparing since last few years because of the more conceptual question in polity. But it is about the structure of the Indian Constitution. So this was a factual. All 3 statements are correct here. 1, 2, 3. These statements are correct here. Now you can go on the next question. It is about the which of the following statement is correct as per the Constitution of India. So this is also about the list. Means these subjects are mentioned in which list. Here also, it is not possible to remember these different subjects, means which subjects are mentioned in union list, state list and concurrent list. So instead of relying on your information or in just remembering facts, here also it was possible to give answer on logic. Like you can see here subject, interstate trade and commerce. So interstate trade and commerce, so here it is interstate means it is not possible that it will be in the state list, so it is wrong. Similarly, interstate migration, state subject, it will be not in state subject. So here you can see another 2 statements here. So interstate this quarantine is a union subject under the union list. So that is correct. And this corporation tax is state subject. Again, it's a union subject. So here all subjects are union subjects. So on the basis of your logic, overall understanding, it was possible to answer the question. As in classroom, we all teacher always say that it is not possible to retain all information. It is just impossible. We are not computers. We are human being, right? We are human being. That's why here we need to give logic. And in polity or in economics also, or even in ecology, in certain cases, it is possible to give logic. Okay, and the next question you can see here, it's again traditional. Traditional question. If you are preparing PYQs of last 15 to 20 years, it was easily possible to answer almost 90% question of polity. It is about the right to privacy. Right to privacy is given Article 21. Almost means all people or all serious candidate know this answer. So here in polity, if you are getting good marks, then you are in race. But in polity, if you are getting less marks, then obviously you may go out of the race. Polity will not win the match, but it will keep you in the race because questions were relatively simple. Miss PYQs, you can see importance of PYQs here. Unlike previous 3-4 years, UPSC has changed pattern and went on the previous 17-18 those GS papers. Now here, this was sort of a current related, you can say it current related question, okay, or miscellaneous question or polity question, sorry. It is about the Chief of Defence Staff, okay, CDS, as a head of the Department of Military Affairs. You can see here in this question, in options, permanent chairman of the Chief of Staff's Committee, that is correct. Then exercise military command over the 3 services chief. Actually, there is no such provision in our system. This Chief of Defence Staff is first inter pares. Like Prime Minister of India, okay, first inter pares means first among equal. And he does not exercise military command over the 3 services chief. So here, it was possible to give logic because never we have read this type of news that one is having supremacy. So 2 is wrong here and 3rd is a correct statement. I will not read it because it is a factual information. Now you can see next question. Which of the following statement about the ethics committee in the Lok Sabha are correct? Now here we prepare committees like Public Account Committee, Estimate Committee, Departmental Standing Committees. Generally these committees we prepare, and this ethics committee, if it comes in newspaper, then only we prepare. So here it is possible that some student may go wrong. Okay, because it is not possible in all questions we will know answer. You can see initially it was an ad hoc committee. So this is a factual information. Yes, it is a correct. Initially it was an ad hoc committee. Then second, only member of the Lok Sabha. You can see here, only word is written. Only member of the Lok Sabha can make a complaint relating to the unethical conduct of a member of the Lok Sabha. Actually here sort of confusing, as you all know, our all classes key and UPSC key sometimes differ by 3, 4 or 5 those questions, because sometimes it is opinion. I mean how, by which perspective you have said that question. So here any person can complain about the member of the Lok Sabha, but that complaint goes only through the member of the Lok Sabha. But any person can make a complaint. So technically it is only member of the Lok Sabha. So how UPSC takes it? So we are taking it at the face value, means at the this prima facie at this statement shows. So it is wrong. As we can see it is wrong. On the basis of that we are taking it. Means UPSC answer may be different or same answer. So it is like a confusing answer. Some classes will give this answer or other will give that answer. Okay, why I am telling you this? Because many times we say that my score is only 90, 85, 86, we stick only on that score. So don't stick only on that fixed score. And this committee cannot take up any matter which is sub judice. So this is also logical. We can answer this question. So 1 and 3 are correct. 2 is wrong. But again on 2 there is a question mark, right? There is a question mark, only UPSC key which we can consider correct. Okay. Now we'll go on the another question. You can see here, very simple question. That is about the amendment of the Constitution. Article 368. So Parliament may amend any provision of the Constitution by way of how we can amend it. So either addition can be done, either some variation can be done, means some actually statements or numbers can be changed, or repeal it. Okay, repeal it means deleting it, that particular article. So by all these 3 ways, actually Constitution can be amended. It's a common sense, logical question. So it is expected that any serious candidate will solve it correctly. So see, polity questions here, most of the questions are traditional questions. No questions are like very means logical or the conceptual. Next question, you see money bill. We all know money bill, we all know article 110. But यहाँ पे आप लोग देख लीजिए कि कहाँ पे actually on which part student may go wrong. That is article 109. Because article 109 and article 110. First statement says article 109 mentions special procedure in respect of money bill. What we do? Article 110 money bill, that we know. But article 110 contains the means those subjects. When they are mentioned, then it is a money bill. But where money bill is introduced, what are the powers of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha regarding money bill? They all are mentioned under article 109. And other statements are given related with the 109. So statement 1 is correct. Statement 2, money bill shall not be introduced in the Council of States. Everyone knows it. Money bill is introduced only in the Lok Sabha. Rajya Sabha can either approve the bill or suggest changes but cannot reject it. This also generally we have learned in classes, everyone learned this about money bill. Rajya Sabha has no power except the recommendatory power. Okay, but Rajya Sabha cannot reject it. So these three are correct. But you see statement 4. What statement 4 is saying? Amendments to money bill suggested by the Rajya Sabha have to be accepted by the Lok Sabha. Everyone will mark it wrong. It was so simple, money bill. So here it is not mandatory for Lok Sabha to accept it. Now here it is about the North-Eastern Council. Okay, it's a formation and some changes in it. It says it comprises of what? So here it was a factual. Okay, factual, no logic to it. It's a Home Minister of India is not a member, but others are the members. So it was sort of confusing, even though you are giving logic to it. Okay, then, so answer is 1, 2, 3. Then you can see question number 23. That is about the writ of prohibition. It was simple question. यहाँ इस क्वेश्चन पे किसी ने भी गलत जाना नहीं चाहिए. Because we know writs, right? We know actually different writs like habeas corpus, mandamus, okay, prohibition, certiorari. So prohibition and certiorari, these are related writs, and the writs are related with the judiciary, not related with the government. It means lower court prohibiting continuation of the proceeding in a case. Means higher court prohibits lower court in continuation of a particular case. And in certiorari, it asks us to transfer to the higher court. That is a certiorari. Means what we say, this prohibition is a preventive and certiorari is a curative. And here government, then in option Bombay it is written Parliament, Legislative Assembly, third one again government. So these are not related with this writ. It was easy, even though you just see court, that's it. Answer is correct. Then you see here, consider the following statement. It is about the scheduled tribe. It is the governor of the state who recognizes and declare any community of the state of that state as a scheduled tribe. So it is not the governor, it's a president of India. Okay, it's a president of India. And a community declared as a scheduled tribe in a state need not be so in another state. Means that tribe is a scheduled tribe in a particular state and may not be scheduled tribe in another state. That is a correct statement. That's why answer is 2 only. So I will tell you one thing which some of students may be confused, that this key is of which set. So this key is of set D, and we have segregated question topic wise, but you can see numbers are same, right? These question numbers are same as they are given in the paper set D for Delhi, right? Now here next, again factual, which of the following is the author of the books The India Way and Why Bharat Matters? That is yes, Jashankar. Okay, Delhi is the answer. It's a current event related question, or the student who are having more awareness or they are inquisitive about the different books which are coming in market or generally read by the people. So here answer is Delhi. Then 43, it is about the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Again traditional question, but slightly confusing. What it says, that while any resolution for the removal of the Speaker of the Lok Sabha is under consideration, when Speaker's removal motion is there, so related provisions are there. She shall not preside. Obviously, if suppose I am Speaker of the House and there is a procedure or the motion to remove me, how I can preside over that meeting, that we can say House. So first, the statement they are asking us are correct. So she shall not preside. That is correct. Okay. Second, he shall not have the right to speak. Actually, it's a democracy. That is a house where you have a more rights, means right to speak than the common man. So when there are certain allegations on me, if I am a speaker, I shall have a right to answer those allegations. यानी कि लॉजिकल है, अगर मेरे ऊपर कोई आरोप हो तो मुझे एक्चुअली बोलने का अधिकार होना चाहिए, राइट? सो हियर 101% 2 is wrong, shall not have the right to speak. Even though you can give this common logic, this Bombay, see Calcutta, Delhi, B, C, D, in all this answer 2 is there, you can easily eliminate it. Just simple logic. Okay? And third is, he shall not be entitled to vote on the resolution in the first instance. Actually, he is entitled to vote in the first instance itself. Not entitled to give a casting vote. Right? So here, on the logic also, if second statement is wrong, if you can give logic, it was possible to reach to the answer. Now here, again traditional, after every 3-4 years, this question is asked by UPSC. Means it is about the lapse of bill. Even 2-3 years before also this question was asked. Under which circumstances these bills are lapsed. Right? So here, first is bill pending in the Lok Sabha lapses on its dissolution. Means bill, if it is originated in the Lok Sabha or not originated in the Lok Sabha, it doesn't matter. But if it is pending in the Lok Sabha, it will lapse. Then bill passed by the Lok Sabha and pending in the Rajya Sabha lapses on the resolution of the Lok Sabha. So in this question, in this information, if you prepare your own logic, in which situation bill shall lapse. So here Lok Sabha has already passed it and Rajya Sabha, it's pending in the Rajya Sabha. But the house which has passed it, it is now dissolved. His opinion will change. Right? Means that bill shall not be continued. So here that is also correct. Then third one, a bill in regard to which President of India notified attention to summon the House to a joint lapses on the dissolution of Lok Sabha. So this is odd man out. This is odd man out. I mean, joint sitting has been called by the President of India. Right? Lok Sabha is dissolved. So logically what we may think, now Lok Sabha has been dissolved, so why actually joint sitting should be there? Logically it should be wrong. But if this happens, so bill does not lapses. In classroom when we teach, we say that it's odd man out. Generally you see certain statements which are odd man out, they are asked by the UPSC in the examination. Right? So here 1 and 2, they are the answer. That is Bombay is the answer. Then next question you see, with reference to the Parliament of India, consider the following statement. Again, it is about the prorogation, dissolution, right? Then adjournment, traditional part. In all examination, in state civil services or UPSC examination, this type of questions are asked. Prorogation of the House by the President of India does not require the advice of the Council of Ministers. Actually, summoning House and a prorogation of the House means ending session of the Parliament. So to summon session of the Parliament and to end session of the Parliament, advice of the Council of Ministers is required. So not which is written here, that is wrong. That is wrong. Because how abruptly actually in his opinion, President, in his or her opinion, President can prorogue the House. So here, first statement is wrong. Second, prorogation of House is generally done after the House is adjourned sine die. Adjourned sine die means indeterminate time. Time is not fixed. So in this situation, generally, House is prorogued, but there is no to the President of India to prorogue the House which is in session. Means President may or may not prorogue the session. Obviously, if there is a adjournment sine die, this provision is there. Means there is a possibility that after some time, that session may continue. Okay. So here, second statement is correct. Then you can see here, dissolution of the Lok Sabha is done by the President of India, who save in exceptional circumstances does so on the advice of the Council of Ministers. This is slightly confusing statement. Means even though actually this Lok Sabha is dissolved by the President on the advice of the PM headed by PM or CO, Council of Ministers headed by the PM. But here it is a situational discretionary power of the President of India. So President may dissolve or may not dissolve. There are certain case studies like this. Okay. So here answer is 2 and 3 which are correct and 1 was not correct. Now here this is current related question. It is considered taken in the polity. Statement 1 is correct. Statement 2 here, this carbon neutrality, it should be actually instead of 2040, that is 2050. Okay, it's a current related question. You can see it later on. Answer is C here. Then you can see here budget related question. Okay, simple question. Budget related question. You can see here Indian Finance Minister on the behalf of the Prime Minister lays the annual financial statement, means budget. So that is the President of India. You will see that statement. Okay, President of India is to be laid before the Parliament. Annual financial statement means that article starts with this statement, and bill is a money bill. Means recommendation of President of India is a must for money bill. So statement 1 here, that is not Prime Minister, that is the President of India. Then second statement, at union level, no demand for grants. So first of all, demand for grants means budget. Right? Executives are demanding money. Right? It's a budget. So no demand for grants can be made except on the recommendation of the President of India. It's a correct statement. Why correct statement? Because demand for grants is a budget, and budget is a money bill, and for money bill, recommendation of the President of India is must. Now we will go towards the end. I think, yes, this was the last question. Okay, this was the last question. Now, at the end, I will tell you a few words. On the basis of my experience since last almost 17 years in this field, I will tell you, no one can tell you the cutoff in the country. Always all classes, we actually give probable range. You all know, means compared to previous year, GS paper is easy. CSAT paper is also relatively easy. Definitely cutoff will go higher. Previous year cutoff was 75. I am talking about the general cutoff. 75, definitely it will go up by 10 marks. And CSAT was easier, means the students who discontinued or couldn't qualify because of CSAT, so that number will also reduce because means that many students will qualify in CSAT also because of relatively easy paper. So here general range I can tell you 85 plus minus you can say, 85 plus minus, and you also know that UPSC key and the classes key differs by few marks. Why it differs? I already told you that in some question perspective of the paper setter is important, means either you are going technically or on the basis of wisdom you are answering it. The mindset of paper setter or the perspective of paper setter is important. There it will be different. And statement A and statement B, statement 1 and statement 2 type of question. Here, if answer is A or B, there is always confusion. Means whether statement 2 explains statement 1 or not. So here again, it's your opinion. So our opinion and the UPSC opinion may differ. So in the there will be range of a difference of 4 to 5 questions. And you cannot judge yourself exactly that your score is 83 or 88, 89. If you are going 5 questions either side, your score may increase from 85 to 90 also. So always think positively. Perseverance is important for success. And in a competitive exam like UPSC, this perseverance, continuous efforts, they are important. So I will advise all students whose score is above 80 or 82, 85, you start your preparation for mains examination from the next day, because we are having very less days available for main examination. And in our unique academy, we are taking test series for UPSC main examination. This test series is available for GS 4 papers as well as papers. So you can actually inquire on the numbers which are given on the website. You can talk with our counselors or teachers also regarding test series, and you will get feedback from our experienced faculty members on GS, your answers as well as optional answer. So I wish all the best to all students and take your leave. Thank you.